So this is what you're seeing right now is a basic rental process flow that we have. The process flow could be, it could be flexible, right? It could start with a sales order. It could start from the booking record itself. So what I'm showing you right now on our screen is this create booking record where everything starts on a booking record. So it's a custom record in NetSuite. Okay, this is a place where you're going to enter the customer, where you're going to enter the items, right, to be rented out. Okay, now once all of these items are on this booking record, the next step is the rental pickup process. The rental pickup process consists of the following transactions. It has the transfer order or the pickup transfer order, pickup delivery, which is the item fulfillment in NetSuite, item receipt, where the item to indicate that the item has been received by the customer. Okay, and this receipt on the receipt transaction, we could actually obtain the customer signature. Once the items are ready for return, then these items will be, you can return all the items that are being rented out, or just a partial return where you could select the items, just the specific items being returned. Once it has been returned or these items have been returned, then you can then create the rental billing or your invoice. Okay. I'm going to switch right now to eRentals. So the system demo itself. So I have here my NetSuite account. Just like any of our modules, it is fully integrated with NetSuite. You can see here we have a main tab here for eRentals. And what you're seeing right now is my dashboard. Okay, depending on your needs, your roles in the organization, you could have any, or we could create additional portlets for your needs. So in this case, I have open rentals, late returns to be billed, okay, open reservations, and you could have, reminders as well. In this case, I have shortcuts right here, and from here, then I could just create my booking or reservation. Okay, I could click on new here, but instead of, so this is the blank form, but I have something here that I prepared where I already have some items selected. I'm still going to show you how items are selected. So I'm just going to hit on save first on this one. So this is the booking record. The booking record would have the customer details. As you can see right here, we have the customer, the site where it's going to go to, if the customer requested for delivery, if there's any PO, customer PO, your department, these are native NetSuite segments. Okay, any notes or details, and the specific site address. The reservation details would have the status of this reservation or booking, whether it's daily, monthly, weekly. Okay, we support that. Your pickup location, where they're going to pick it up. Okay, and then your return location, pickup date, and return date. So the pickup date, or you could also indicate the pickup time as well as the return time. Okay, if you're billing on a monthly or automatically you want to create like daily invoices, rental invoices, you could do that. It could be monthly, weekly. If you want the system to automatically generate that, we could do that as well. Down below are the items that are being rented out. Okay, so you could add items or add group items. So it's as simple as clicking this add items button right here. So there's the pop-up windows. This suitelet will let you select the specific item. So I could just select here which item I want to add. All right. So you can see here, since it's a daily contract type, you're going to see here the daily rate. Okay. I could save that then, and then once you save this, it will then add it on that booking record. I'm not going to save this since I already have items selected right here. Okay, so I have these items, and you can see right here each individual items. If I move to this pricing sub tab, would display to you that each item could actually contain a daily rate, a weekly rate, okay, or a monthly rate. in this case, this company is renting on a daily basis or invoicing or charging customers on a daily basis. That's why I only have a daily rate. But you could also have a weekly rate, a monthly rate for each of your items as well. Going back to the line, so right here, the first one is as I've said, we're gonna move these items to your rental warehouse. Okay, but the physical item or unit will actually be shipped to the customer's location indicated on your booking record right here. So in this case, I already did the transfer order and the shipment. I'm just going to show you right now receiving of this actual units or these units by the customer. So in NetSuite, it is the receive or the item receipt transaction. I'm just going to move the date since I dated the booking on the 15th. So let's assume that the customer is picking it up on the 15th of January. I'm going to save this, and once saved, all right, let's just wait till it's saved. Okay, so now this transaction has been saved. Then from here, you could capture the signature. If somebody's directly delivering the item to the customer, the units to the customer, you could get their signature. Sorry, not this one. I think this, yeah, sorry. So from here, you could enter the name of the client or the customer, then click on confirm and sign, and then just get them to sign right here. Okay, so that's basically the receipt transaction. Just going back now to my process flow earlier, this is what we've gone through. So as I've said, I pre-created the item fulfillment, which is the pickup delivery, item receipt, right, where the customer will receive it, and then the cost we obtain this customer signature right here. I'm not gonna go back now to the booking record. Just gonna refresh this. So we can see that these are now the transactions that were created on this booking record. So on this booking record, we have the fulfillment, the item receipt, and then the quantity that were picked up for each of these items. If I go here, one of the subtabs is the unit record. So I go here on the unit record. We could open the unit record from here just to show you that this unit record is also being updated. So as soon as this is being picked up by the customer, the status will say rented or leased. Okay, so this is the unit record itself. Let me switch back to my booking record. So let's assume that the customer is now returning all these items. So I'm going to hit on return all. This switlet will pop up, and you could select what transactions will be processed by the system. So you could check this processes right here to be executed. Booking return for the transfer order, the item fulfillment, the item receipt. So we're going to receive it back to this return location right here. This return location could be the same as the pickup location, or in this case, the assumption is the units being returned will be inspected by your company. Okay, and then update booking return. You could select all of this or just select specific process. All right, and then go back and complete all of these processes. When I run these processes, then it will check each process that has been completed on this side right here. I'm going to click on run processes right now, and as you could see, it's checking off each individual process that have been completed. All right, so there you go. It would say that these items or units have been successfully returned. I'm going to click on OK and then click on bill at this point. So these items have been billed. In this case, we're billing at the end where the client or the customer have returned the units. So I'm going to click on bill, and remember this is daily. So the rates are for each day. Okay, so we have here for 30 days. Okay, automatically calculated by the system based on the bill end date. So based on the pickup date and the bill end date right here, I could just simply click on save, or I could tell the system, you know what, I'm just going to bill them for 20 days. That you could do as well. So when I hit on save, the system will automatically create the invoice for this 20 days. Okay. So here's your invoice. And as I've said, it will be creating 20 days worth of rental billing because I've overwritten the number of days. So I could just leave it like that based on the number of days calculated by the system, or overwrite it and just enter the days that I want to bill the client for. So this is your invoice, and from here you could modify it if you want, or you could just send it to the client, email it to the client. You could auto email it using native NetSuite functionality, and then just accept the payment from the client. So that's a quick overview of our rental module. Is there any question?